this episode, I'm going to discuss my opinion of the top 10 underrated horror movies. I love watching or reading horror movie reviews, whether it's people's favorite, underrated, unseen, just stuff like that. And these 10 movies are the ones that I feel they're not talked about as much. You know, a lot of people do cover them, but like I said, these are ones that aren't covered all the time. And these are just the ones that I feel that doesn't get the recognition altogether. So starting off with number 10 is going to be Jacko. This was a very cheaply made movie, but it was one that I always enjoyed, especially watching around Halloween time. It is very interesting. It's an urban legend kind of zombie movie where this creature, Jacko, comes back from the dead and hunts people down. It's very interesting. So number 9 is going to be a sci-fi horror. There's Nothing Out There. This is one that I stumbled across within the last couple years, and when I seen it, I thought it was just badass, and it was one that I wouldn't have known about it unless when I came across it, it was on YouTube, and I watched it, and I enjoyed it, and I just so happened was able to find a copy on Amazon. Let's see. Number 8 is going to be Night of the Scarecrow. I enjoyed this one a lot also as a kid, and it was just a very badass movie at the time. I know it doesn't hold up too much to this day, but it's pretty cool. It's kind of like I would say it's a remake of Dark Knight of the Scarecrow because it has the same plot. And Scarecrow comes back and, you know, hunts down these people one by one. But it was very interesting, and Olive Films has put it out on DVD, I guess about 3 or 4 years ago, but it's pretty badass. So Night of the Scarecrow. Number 7 is going to be Flesh Eater. This is kind of considered to be a sequel to Night of the Living Dead. It's one of those that, I guess because Bill Hersman was in it, he was the original zombie from it. And if I'm not mistaken, John Russo had worked on it. I could be wrong. But this one's really cool. I watched this one too, and it just has an awesome atmosphere to it. The zombies are pretty cool looking. The ending kind of sucks, but I enjoyed it. Number 6 is going to be Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. This one, again, was extremely badass, and I loved this one as a child. Again, it has an awesome atmosphere to it. Some pretty cool looking zombies. I know Shout Factory, Scream Factory just did a release of it. So, yep. Alright, number 5 is going to be Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. Man, I love this movie. It doesn't get talked about as much, and I know it's on Amazon Prime right now if you subscribe to it. But just the way that it's played out by Michael Rooker and Tom Towles is very eerie, and you kind of get to know the character of Henry so much that, you know, he pretty much can't love anybody, and everybody he comes across, he pretty much kills and hacks up in his own way. So number 4 is going to be Clive Barker's Lord of Illusions. This one was very strange and interesting at the same time, and there's something about this movie that just kept me paying attention to it the whole time. You know, sometimes you got a movie and you'll do shit while in the background and kind of give one eye to it, one eye to something else. But when I put this on for the first time, I just could not turn away from it. Number 3 is going to be Mosquito. I loved this movie as a kid. Blockbuster that I had in my town, they had a VHS copy of it, and I would always pick this one up. This one in Ticks. And it's just, the mosquitoes are awesome. You got Gunnar Hansen in it. It picks up a chainsaw, and it's pretty cool. But Mosquito. Number 2 is going to be The Frighteners. This is an awesome, badass movie. Peter Jackson, I believe, wrote it and directed. Michael J. Fox is awesome as a ghost whisperer type deal, and he has this little job as a paranormal expert, and it's run by his 2 buddies who are also ghosts, but it's badass. And number 1 is going to be Cherry Falls. Now, I believe it's Shout/Scream Factory that just did a Blu-ray release of this. When it came out, it was just an awesome slasher, and it came in towards the tail end of the slasher genre when it got revived in the 90s. And you got Michael Biehn, Jay Moore, Brittany Murphy. You know, it's just a really badass movie. And yeah, I would like to see more people talk about this and check it out. So with that, I'm Bud McCoy. I hope you liked my video. If not, you know what you can do. Thank you for checking me out, and you have a nice day.